Om Shrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to Tirumantiram Satsang. Let us all pray to Shri Guru Babaji, Shri Am and Tirumoolar to bless us to understand this holy verse, absorb it, practice it and progress in this spiritual path. Om Shrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste. We saw up to 1340, 1340. What we are covering is Navakari Chakra. Navakari, Navashakti, the nine different manifestations of Devi, rather you can say 9 different energies. See, in our in our tradition, see, if you worship Ganesha to Vigna Vinasha, so to remove all obstacles. So whatever practical difficulties we have, to overcome that, they have created energy. There are deities, there are energy forms, and the Grama Devata in villages and all, they worship Ayyanar. It's a force. What we have to understand is each and every um, deity is an energy form. When you invoke that deity, what happens in that? The corresponding, it is everything happens within us only. When you invoke that deity through the chakra, through the mantra, through puja, what happens? There is a shift in your energy, which helps you to overcome that situation, which helps you to face the situation. So the Devi is the form is outside, but the whatever the mantra, whatever the bijaksharas, worship, everything which happens inside. So again and again Tirumoolar is telling in all these verses that you have all the chakras, you have all the worship, you have all the deities, temples, everything is there. But use them, but don't forget to turn inward. That's more important. The external worship alone is not enough. By doing that external worship, if the mind is focused on what happens here, in my thought, in my energy, then the worship fructifies. Otherwise, it's only just a ritual which gives us some solace. I did this, another ego boosting thing. So Tirumoolar says in all these verses, pay attention to your energy. The Devi is within you, the Shiva is within you. Whoever you see, what are all the things you seek, everything is within you. So realize that. So with this introduction, let us go to 1341. தானே கழறி தனியவும் வல்லவனாய், தானே நினைத்தவை சொல்லவும் வல்லனாய், தானே தனிநடம் கண்டவள் தன்னையும் தானே வணங்கித் தலைவனும் ஆமே. தானே கழறி தனியவும், கழறுதல் means to talk. When you talk, people should listen. Otherwise, what is the use of talking? You may say it is only waste of energy. What Tirumoolar says, when the Navakari chakra is worshipped and meditated upon, the capacity to talk. When you talk, people will get convinced. You will have the knowledge. Unless, see, whatever we experience, if we say that, express it from your heart, then it has an effect. Then it has some vibration, it has power. Supposing I don't go for walk, I don't go for walks at all, I don't do any exercise. But if I keep telling my children or anyone, no, you should go for walks, you should exercise, and it don't have any power. So whatever you have experienced, when you say it is truth, it is part of your experience. That experience transmits. That experience motivates. That experience empowers that person. So the realized masters, when they talk, it is their experience. It is not just book knowledge. So when the master says something, he communes with our hearts. So like that, when the Navakari Chakra is worshipped and meditated upon, the sadhak, whoever does that, will get that capacity, because it becomes, this Devi is occupying his heart, that becomes his experience. So when he talks, people are convinced. uh, and then that is the power, Vak Shakti he will get. Tane Kalari Taniyavum Vallavanai. He will be able to talk and he will be an expert. The people will love to listen to him. Tane Ninaitavai Sollavum Vallana. Sometimes we think, but we can't express it. We don't, when we, and we may express it in a distorted way. The mind thinks what it thinks. To convey that, there is a power. I'll be thinking something, but I'll be uttering something which will cause some disturbance. So when I say something, how it goes, the exact energy, the exact power, all these things, தானே நினைத்தவை சொல்லவும் வல்லனாய், தானே நடம் தனி நடம் கண்டவள் தன்னை, தனி nadam. This is the Devi who is seeing the cosmic dance of Shiva always. That Devi who is in you, you worship her and then be a leader, be a king. So you'll be in the assembly of scholars, you will be revered. So that is the power of Navakari Chakra. 1342. ஆமே அனைத்து உயிர் ஆகிய அம்மையும், தாமே சகலமும் ஈன்ற அத்தையலும், ஆமே அவளடி போற்றி வணங்கிடில், போமே வினைகளும் புண்ணியன் ஆகுமே. When you worship this Devi in the Navakari Chakra, that Devi, Ame Anaitu Uyiragi Amiyam, she is all living beings, she is inseparable from us, she is always within us. That Devi, Tame Sakalamum Indratayalam, she has only created all these things, all these energy forms are her creation. And she is the creator, she is the protector and the destruction also. Ame Avaladi Potri Vanangidil. So that Devi is so powerful, who pervades the entire cosmos, who pervades the sky and the earth. That Devi, she is within us as a spark in our heart. That Devi, we worship her. If you worship her, Pome Vinegalam, all your karmas will be destroyed. Punniyanagamme, and you will become holy. Punniyan means, see, when you such a good man, like that people will say, such a good person. Why? Because there is no ill feeling. My mind becomes so pure. No other thought, excepting you are in the grip of Devi's love. You don't want anything outside. You know, ill feeling, full of compassion, full of help. So that sort of vinaigalum pome. What is vinaigal? Vinaigal is our impressions, karmic impressions. Because of that, the mind is always agitated. Certain things happen, certain things of which we have no control. But because the seeds have been sown and they have to be harvested, it will come. But when you do this Navakari worship, when you are absorbed in the Devi, who is the deity of this Navakari Chakra, when you do that, what happens? The mind becomes still. When the mind is still, there is no world, there is no other suffering, nothing. You are totally in bliss, you are totally centered. So that is the power of Navakari Chakra. 1343. புண்ணியன் ஆகி பொருந்தி உலகெங்கும், கண்ணியனாகி கலந்து அங்கு இருந்திடும், தண்ணியனாகி தரணி முழுதுக்கும், அந்நியனாகி அமர்ந்து இருந்தானே. புண்ணியனாகி பொருந்தி உலகெங்கும். So when your mind becomes still and it is absorbed in devotion, you are so happy, so blissful. What happens? You will be revered by everyone. The whole world will praise you, appreciate you. Kanniyanagi kalandu, such a man of virtue, man of things. See, that reverence will come from the whole world. கண்ணியனாகி கலந்து அங்கு இருந்திடும் தண்ணியனாகி தரணி முழுதுக்கும் means the entire world. Everybody will love that person. He remains wholly pure. And தண்ணியனாகி தரணி முழுதுக்கும். So because of that love, the surging love within that flows, which that unconditional love makes that person so compassionate. And Anniyan means he's so sweet. You want to be always them. So look at our master. We always want to be in his presence. So such a person who has reached that state will be revered by the whole world. 1344. தான் அது கிரீம், கவ் அது ஈராம், நான் அது சக்கரம் நன்று அறிவார்க்கெல்லாம், காணது கண்ணி கலந்த பராசக்தி, கேளது வையம் கிளரொளி ஆனதே. தான் அது கிரீம், கவ் அது ஈர். So it starts with cream and ends with cow. And Gopi, if you can show the Navakari Chakram once again for the benefit of
what showed last day?
That cow and all those things. Cow, cream starts with cream and ends with cow. That chakram, it is நானது சக்கரம் நன்று அறிவார்க்கெல்லாம், that chakra which I know, who have experienced the power and benefit of this chakra, காணது கண்ணி கலந்த பராசக்தி, that Devi, she is she is within them. This Devi is within them. When you worship the Navakari Chakra, you will realize that the Shakti is within you. So she will all remain always in, because of that he will always remain in that state with union with the Devi. Keladu Vayyam Kilaroli Anade. She is, Kilar means it shines, it illumines. It illumines the individual. That illumination spreads to the whole world. So that chakra which starts from cream to cow, that is a very good chakra, because the Devi, the effulgent Devi, who is the light of the chakra, is there. When you worship that, she occupies you and you become so effulgent, you become so illumined. And because there is no difference between the Devi and the individual, there is no individuality, they are one in that state, and they will be revered, they will be worshipped as Devi. 1345. ஒளிக்கும் பராசக்தி உள்ளே அமரில், களிக்கும் இச்சிந்தையில் காரணம் காட்டி, தெளிக்கும் மழையுடன் செல்வம் உண்டாக்கும், அளிக்கும் இவளை அறிந்து கொள்வார்க்கே. ஒளிக்கும் பராசக்தி உள்ளே அமரில், when this Devi ஒளிக்கும், she is shining light, when she உள்ளே அமரில், when she sits in the lotus of your heart, களிக்கும், That is so beautiful. And you are rejoicing. She's dancing in you. Kalikam, so happy, so blissful. சிந்தையில் காரணம் காட்டி தெளிக்கும் மழையுடன் செல்வம் உண்டாக்கும். Mind will be clear. சிந்தையில் there is no mind will be clear. You will have clarity of how things work, how we can handle things in this life. So you will what is the reason for this suffering? How you can overcome that suffering, how you can raise above that. All this knowledge will come to the sadhak. தெளிக்கும் மழையுடன் செல்வம் உண்டாக்கும். It is like a மழை, like a rain, that grace will flow and you will reach that abundance. That abundance will come to you. அளிக்கும் இவளை அறிந்து கொள்வார்க்கே. So make her sit in your heart, let her occupy your heart, worship that Devi, says Tirumula in 1345. 1346 அறிந்திடும் சக்கரம். This is Bhuvanapadi Chakaram. Now it is Navakari Chakaram. That is Navakari comes like this.
There's no pictorial.
No, it is not there. Huh? Okay.
Only the Bhuvanapadi. So it took some time for me to. Navagari, I don't think. Just
Okay.
it's not there in my book.
It was in YouTube. I posted in the WhatsApp group. It is like a video. Thirteen 46 அறிந்திடும் சக்கரம் அருச்சனையோடை. அர்ச்சனை means archana, worship. அறிந்திடும் சக்கரம் அர்ச்சனையோடே எரிந்திடும் வையத்து இடர் அவை காணல் மறிந்திடு மன்னனும் வந்தனை செய்யும் பொரிந்திடும் சிந்தை புகையில்லை தானே. அறிந்திடும் சக்கரம், this chakra, Navakari chakra, make it properly in the copper plate. Archanayode, worship it with flowers, fragrant flowers. Yerindidum vayattu idar. Idar means obstacles, suffering. Yerindidum vayattu idar. Vayat, whatever obstacles that are in your life, it will remove it. Marindidum mannanum vandanai seyyum. The king, even though you may oppose him, you may have conflicting views, but when you start worshipping the Navakari Chakra, the king himself will come. He will obey you. He will prostrate before you. Parindidum mannanum vandanai say, Mannan, the king himself will worship you. பொரிந்திடும் சிந்தை புகையில்லை தானே. பொரிந்திடும் பொரிந்திடும் is to regret, feel sad. சிந்தை, mind. புகையில்லை, புகை means, see, when the mind is agitated, there is a inside, then you feel, no, I feel so hot inside, my heart is burning, my stomach, like that we use, no. So when there is when you are processing it, when somebody does something which is not to your liking or which is detrimental to your progress, whatever, some obstacles come, though the mind is agitated, it's very hard, that pohai means, so it creates lot of thoughts, lot of agitation. That agitation will stop. பொரிந்திடும் சிந்தை புகையில்லை தானே, because the mind will become very very calm and in a later stage it becomes very still. 1347 புகையில்லை சொல்லிய பொன்னொளி உண்டாம் குகையில்லை கொல்வது இலாமையினாலே. வகையில்லை வாழ்கின்ற மண்ணுயிர்க்கு எல்லாம் சிகையில்லை சக்கரம் சேர்ந்தவர் தாமே. புகையில்லை சொல்லிய பொன்னொழி உண்டாம். புகையில்லை, there is no suffering, there is no agitation. But பொன்னொழி உண்டாம், there is, but you will realize this inner effulgence, you will be shining like a molten gold. Guhai illai, guhai means the womb. Here guhai is the womb, where you have to come take birth after birth. That will end because you, all the past karmas will be there, no more impressions, so need not take birth. Kolvadi ilamainal, because you don't harm anyone, there is no, you need not go through this cycle of birth and death. Vagai illai வாழ்கின்ற மண்ணுயிர்க்கு எல்லாம், there is no other way for all the living beings to progress. This is the way, follow this path. சிகை இல்லை சக்கரம் சேர்ந்தவர் தானே. Sikai means end. There is no end to the benefit of this chakra. You worship the Devi in that chakra. See, lot of these things, mind will become calm, and people will, because you will be radiating that joy and peace. People will attract people, and even the king will come and ask your favor. That sort of things will come when you worship this Navakari Chakra. 1348. சேர்ந்தவர் என்றும் திசை ஒளி ஆனவர், காய்ந்தெழு மேல் வினை காண இலாதவர், பாய்ந்து எழும் உள்ளொளி பாரில் பறந்தது, மாய்ந்தது காரிருள் மாறொளி தானே. சேர்ந்தவர் என்றும் திசை ஒளி ஆனவர், சேர்ந்தவர் என்றும் திசையொளி ஆனவர், காய்ந்தெழு மேல்வினை காணகிலாதவர். Those who worship this Navakari Chakra and that person's glory, that light will spread in all directions. The fame will spread in all directions. காய்ந்தெழு மேல்வினை காணகிலாதவர், மேல்வினை காய்ந்தெழு, because of the sufferings of the past karmas, all those things will not torture them anymore, they will not feel any sort of pain. பாய்ந்தெழும் உள்ளொளி பாரில் பறந்தது, that inner effulgence which comes when you worship the Devi, பாரில் பறந்தது, it spreads to the whole world. பார் means the whole world. மாய்ந்தது காரிருள் மாறொளி தானே. காரிருள், that darkness, that suffering, that gets removed, that goes. மாய்ந்தது, it is removed. And மாறொளி, what happens? All the suffering ends. And Arul Oli, Maruli means Arul Oli, the grace, the thankfulness, the gratitude, the love for the divine grows. This suffering, pain, and all the agitations, all that will vanish, and your love for the Devi, love for the divine, that compassion, all that grows. So life becomes so beautiful. 1349. Oli adu how முன் கிரீம் அது ஈராம், களியது சக்கரம் கண்டு அறிவார்க்கு, தெளிவது ஞானமும் சிந்தையும் தேர, பணிவது பஞ்சாக்கரம் அது ஆமே. பஞ்சாக்கரம் இஸ் பஞ்சாட்சரம், நமச்சிவாய. ஒளி அது ஹவு முன் கிரீம் அது ஈராம். If you, in the last class we showed you that Navakari Chakra, it has a cycle. It starts with one letter, ends with another. So when you recite this how to cream, what happened? Kaliyadu chakaram, that it is this bliss. It grants the bliss. You worship that. தெளிவது ஞானமும் சிந்தையும் தேர. Mind will become தெளிவது சிந்தை. Mind will become very clear. There is no confusion. There is no um, uh, this or that, a lot of agitation. That won't be. Mind becomes so clear, lot of clarity. And jnanam, wisdom. What is right, what is wrong, how to do, all these things will come to the sadhana. Panivadu pan. So those who worship, they reach, their mind becomes so clear, they have a clarity of vision, they have wisdom, and they are very, very happy. What else they know, what else they want? What they need to do is just chant the Panchakshara, Namat Shivaya, Om Namat Shivaya. That's enough, says Tirumantiram in 1349. 1350. ஆமே சதாசிவ நாயகி ஆனவள், ஆமே அதோமுகத்து உள் அறிவானவள், ஆமே சுவையொளி ஊறு ஓசை கண்டவள், ஆமே அனைத்து உயிர் தன் உளும் ஆமே. ஆமே சதாசிவ நாயகி ஆனவள். She is the சதாசிவ நாயகி. She is the Nayaki, she is the consort of Sadashiva. ஆமே அதோமுகத்து உள்ளறிவானவள். Adhomukham means the downward looking, downward vision of Shiva. Adhomugattu ulla, that Adhomukham is the உள்ளறிவானவள், that she is the inner effulgence. When we do Adhomukham, when we do this, when we meditate, or when you are absorbed in that, if you notice, the head will automatically, it will fall like this, because the energy is here, the inner effulgence is here. So that she is the inner effulgence who gives. She is the light, that Devi. ஆமே சுவை ஒளி ஊறு ஓசை. She is the five senses. ஆமே அனைத்து உயிர் தன்னுளும் ஆமே. She is all beings, and she is in all beings. Because of it is her creation, all of us have come, and she is within us, and she is us. ஆமே சதாசிவ நாயகி ஆனவள், ஆமே அதோமுகத்து உள்ள அறிவானவள். That is knowledge, that wisdom, that inner effulgence, everything. It is the Devi who is the consort of Sadashiva. 1351. தன்னுளுமாகி தரணி முழுதும் கொண்டு எண்ணுளுமாகி இடம்பெற நின்றவள், மண்ணுளும் நீர் அனல் காலுளும் வானுளும் கண்ணுளும் மெய்யுளும் காணலும் ஆமே. தன்னுளுமாகி தரணி முழுதும் கொண்டு. She is all the creations, what all we see in the whole world, that is, she keeps them within her, it has come from her. That Devi எண்ணுளுமாகி இடம் பெற்ற நின்றாள். She, that Devi who is in all the beings, who permeates, who pervades the entire universe, that Devi, she is within me. எண்ணுளுமாகி இடம்பெறனர், and she occupied my heart. மண்ணுளும் நீர் அனல் காலுளும். மண்ணுளும் earth, நீர் water, அனல் fire, கால் wind, வான் sky. She is in the five elements. She is in the five elements. கண்ணுளும் மெய்யிலும், and she is also in my eyes, which sees. Through her, with her energy only I am able to say. Otherwise there will be a socket. There's no power to the eyes. Who gives that power? That light. Where it comes from, that energy. That is Devi. Kannulum meyyulum kaanalum. In this body, how these systems, all the systems work, how we move, where from this energy comes. What makes us move? What makes us do things? What makes us process? We haven't paid attention to that. That is that energy which is within us. Without that, we are nothing. So, that Devi who is within you, Tirumalur says that she occupied my heart, and I who is the five elements, who is the five senses, who is the body. What does it mean? If there is nothing, only the divine energy. 1352 காணலுமாகும் கலந்து உயிர் செய்வன காணலுமாகும் கருத்துள் இருந்திடில் காணலுமாகும் கலந்து வழி செய்ய காணலுமாகும் கருத்துறன் இல்லே. காணலுமாகும் கலந்து உயிர் செய்வன. You saw that a devotee was worshipped this Navakari Chakra, was meditating upon the Devi with a lot of devotion. He can realize, he or she can realize. Kanalamagam kalandu uyir seven. She is the moving force. She is the force behind all things. That awareness will come to the sadhana. காணலுமாகும் கருத்து உள் இருந்திடில், you can, when you keep her in your heart and worship, you can actually see her. You can see her divine form. காணலுமாகும் கலந்து வழி செய்ய, and you can see how she is guiding all, each one who are in this path, each one according to their merit, according to their receptivity, how she is guiding them. She is the one who is guiding them. காணலுமாகும் கருத்துறன் இல்லை. So keep her in your heart and be focused on her. Then you will see the whole creation, the purpose behind this whole creation, how these things operate, how things happen, how the things, various things, what we see in this world, we get perturbed. But there is a grand picture. She is running this show. She is running this whole drama. 1353 நின்றிடும் ஏழு புவனமும் ஒன்றாக. நின்றிடும் ஏழு புவனம் means world, 7 worlds. நின்றிடும் ஒன்றாக. As one, you can see the 7 worlds. That means there is no feeling of separate identity. There is I will drop, and there is union with the whole intelligence, whole energy, whole whatever we call it, the Devi, the Shiva, the Supreme. நின்றிடும் ஏழு புவனமும் ஒன்றாக கண்டிடும் உள்ளம் கலந்து எங்கும் தானாக கொண்டிடும் வையம் குணம் பல தன்னையும் விண்டிடும் வல்வினை மெய்ப்பொருளாகுமே. நின்றிடும் ஏழு புவனமும் ஒன்றாக கண்டிடும் உள்ளம் கலந்து எங்கும் தானாக. So when you worship this Navakari Chakra with the devotion steadily, one day what will happen? You will feel that all the 7 worlds are within you as one. Everything is within you. And you know that you are in all beings. Sir has told him many times how he sees us. There's no difference. You and I, when for that devotee, he sees as if it's my own. Then only that compassion flows. There's no other. That is, I am you, like that உள்ளம் கலந்து எங்கும் தான். Everything is me. This is me. This is not someone. This is me. It is me. That oneness will come. கொண்டிடும் வையம் குணம் பல தன்னையும் விண்டிடும் வல்வினை மெய்ப்பொருளாகுமே. So கொண்டிடும் வையம், this whatever the world, it has குணம் பல தன்னையும். It has various natures, various ways. All these things will be clear to you. விண்டிடும் வல்வினை. Valvinay means past suffering, karma. That will be destroyed. மெய்ப்பொருளாகுமே. And you become the truth. The truth will be revealed to you and you'll be one with the truth. That is the power of Navakari Chakra. 13:54 மெய்ப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் அவ் முதல் ஹவ்வது ஈரார் கைப்பொருளாக கலந்து எழு சக்கரம் தற்பொருளாகச் சமைந்த அமுதேஸ்வரி நற்பொருளாக நடுவு இருந்தாளே. Here Tirumular calls the Devi Amudeshwari. Amudamazhai. Amudamna nectar, the divine nectar, who grants that nectar to us by worshipping her. The Devi whose words are nectarine, whose presence is nectarine. When she is in you, so you enjoy that divine nectar. Then she is called Amudeshwari. மெய்ப்பொருள் அவ் முதல் ஹவ்வது ஈராக. When from out to how, that chakra, கைப்பொருளாக கலந்தெழு சக்கரம், that chakra when it rises in you. So if you again and again what I tell you to go through that Navakari chakra video which I sent, and you can see it starts each letter, it starts with one and comes like a curve like that. So for each and every how many, supposing 108 times one chants. So this the how to how, how to cream to how to cream. So like that, when it starts and ends in that phrase, what it gives, what that particular vibration gives, that is given, that is only explained in each and every verse. When it rises in you, that energy rises in you when you utter those bijaksharas, the energy that is Amudeshwari, because it is so divine, it is like divine nectar and you are so blissful. That Devi Narpurulaga Nadivirundale, she is seated in the center of the chakra. That means Nadu Irundale, there is another meaning. You will realize her in the Sushumna. When it Sushumna Nadi as energy, she will manifest in the centers. 13:55 தாளதின் உள்ளே சமைந்த அமுதேஸ்வரி காலது கொண்டு கலந்து உற வீசிடில் நாளது நாளும் புதுமைகள் கண்டபின் கேளது காயமும் கேடில்லை காணுமே. தாள் அதின் உள்ளே சமைந்த அமுதேஸ்வரி, that Amudeshwari who is in us, this Kundalini energy, the divine energy which is coiled up in the Mooladhara, that Devi, when you kaladu kondu, kal means breath, through controlled breath, through prana, when the energy rises, when you raise that energy, take her to Sahasrara, naaladu naalum pudumaigal kandapin, every day is new, every day is delightful, every day you new experiences will come to you. கேளது காயமும் கேடில்லை காணுமே. Kayam means this body. Kedillai, nothing will happen to it. So this body can also be, it will last long as we desire. So such is the power of worshipping the Devi by chanting these bijaksharas or whichever way. So what the central crux of the thing is, when you are totally absorbed in her, because she is everything. So all the 5 elements, all the 5, everything will be in your control. There is no difference between you and the Devi. You and Devi are one now. So such intensity of worship when we, by grace, by our sadhana, when whoever reaches it, it is their experience. So he says, கேளது காயமும் கேடில்லை. Even with your, you can also experience it by your sadhana. காயமும் கேடில்லை, nothing will happen to the body also. 13:56 கேடில்லை காணும் கிளரொளி கண்டபின் நாடில்லை காணும் நாள் முதல் அற்றபின். மாடில்லை காணும் வரும் வழி கண்டபின் காடில்லை காணும் கருத்துற்று இடத்துக்கே கேடில்லை காணும் கிளரொளி கண்டபின். This when the kilaroli, the energy, the effulgence which rises when you do this Navakari worship, after seeing that Nadillai, Nadu means country. I belong to this country, I belong to this country, you belong, like no fight. You feel that you are one with the, wherever you go, you feel at home. That is my country, this is my country. There is no difference. காணும் நாள் முதலற்ற, you lose the sense of day, time and all that, because mind is always in the now. It is still. மாடில்லை காணும் வரும் வழி கண்டபின், the sense of time, place will not be there. மாடில்லை காணும் வரும் வழி கண்டபின். So then there is no my family, my home. You feel that all are your family, all are your, that we have heard this phrase, no? It is all are your brothers and sisters, like that bhava. Till we realize that it will be mere word, because you know that you are one with every being, so that oneness will come spontaneously. That's why when there is a spiritual progress, there will be shift in the world we experience. If each and every one of us reach that state, then only it is Satya Yoga. மாடில்லை காணும் வரும் வழி கண்டபின். Now you know varum vazhi, how it is to take another birth and all that. Everything is now, it is with you. You can choose to come or choose to stay. காடில்லை காணும், காடு means suffering. காடில்லை காணும் கருத்துற்று இடத்துக்கே. So when there is no difference with anyone, no suffering, and காடில்லை காணும், there is no suffering. காணும் கருத்துற்று இடத்துக்கு, when you are keep this in your mind and do this worship. So கேடில்லை காணும் கிளரொளி கண்டபின் நாடில்லை காணும் நாள் முதல் அற்றபின். there is no time, no space, no this, that. All differences go and you are one with all the creation. Then there is no suffering. So such is the benefit of worshipping this Devi in this chakra. Do that, says Tirumantiram. 1357. உற்றிடமெல்லாம் உலப்பில் பாழாக்கி கற்றிடமெல்லாம் கடு வெளியானது. ஓகே. மற்றிடமில்லை வழியில்லை தானில்லை சற்று இடமில்லை சலிப்பற நின்றிடே. உற்றிடமெல்லாம் உலப்பில் பாழாக்கி. உலப்பு means destruction. உற்றிடமெல்லாம் உலப்பில் பாழாக்கி. So those who are totally absorbed in the divine, for them what happened? This world, look, it is so maya, it is an illusion. That awareness will come. Ulappil pazhaki, the world will appear as an illusion. Kattidamellam kaduveliyanadu. என்ன சொல்றது, வெட்டவெளி. It becomes, there is one big effulgent space. It's only space. Everything looks like maya. There is no separate me, my place, my மற்றிடமில்லை வழியில்லை தானில்லை. There is no me. That I individuality drops. There is no I as Jaya, as Gopi. There is no I. There is only awareness. There is only bliss. And everything is beautiful. மற்றிடமில்லை வழியில்லை தானில்லை சற்றிடமில்லை சலிப்பற நின்றிடே. And there is no சலிப்பு. no lack of interest, no dullness. Mind is so fresh. சற்று இடமில்லை சலிப்பற நின்றிடே. So the sadhak worship the Shakti in this Navakari chakra. For them, the world will appear as Maya. There is no separate identity. There is only space. And Tirumular says, Salippara needed, without any wavering, without any dejections, stand firmly in that state. Then it will take you to another exalted level. That is 1357. 1358. நின்றிடும் ஏழ் கடல் ஏழ் புவி எல்லாம் நின்றிடும் உள்ளம் நினைத்தவை தான் ஒக்கும் நின்றிடும் சக்தி நிலைபெற கண்டிட நின்றிடும் மேலை விளக்கு ஒளிதானே நின்றிடும் ஏழ் கடல் ஏழ் புவி. The 7 seas, the 7 worlds, we have heard about it in all the scriptures. That sadhak who is totally absorbed in this Navakari Chakra worship, so he will experience all the 7 seas, 7 worlds within him. He will see all these things. Nindridum ullam, mind will be still, no movement whatsoever, just still. Ninaithavai thaanokkum, whatever he thinks will manifest, it will materialize. Nindridum Shakti nilaibera kandida, when this divine Shakti manifests in you, occupies you, and she stands there. Nindridum melai vilakkolidane. Melai vilakkoli means in the Sahasrara that effulges, that will rise, the inner effulgence will rise up to the Sahasrara and will spread in all directions. That is, you become with the one with the divine light. 1359. விளக்கொளி சௌமுதல் அவ்வது ஈரா. விளக்கொளி சக்கரம் மெய்ப்பொருளாகும். விளக்கொளியாகிய மின்கொடியாளை விளக்கொளியாக விளங்கிடு நீயே. Navakari chakra is விளக்கு ஒளி. It is light. Probably when we chant those aksharas, we'll feel that light within. Vilakkoli. Sau modal love. There is one line which comes as sau to ends with love. That is the truth. Vilakkoli aage minkodiyale. She is that Devi illumines this chakra. She is in this chakra. So those who have worshipped this realize that the Devi is the chakra. She is within us. விளக்கொளியாகிய மின்கொடியாளை விளக்கொளியாக விளங்கிடு நீயே. So if you worship this minkodi, she is like a lightning, that light stick of lightning, shaft of lightning. She appears. So worship her. And so you worship her and விளங்கிடு. So you also progress. You also raise. It is 1359. 1360. விளங்கிடும் மேல் வரும் மெய்ப்பொருள் சொல்லின் விளங்கிடும் மெல்லியல் ஆன அதுவாகும். விளங்கிடும் மேல்வரு மெய்ப்பொருள் சொல்லின் விளங்கிடும் மெல்லியல் ஆனதுவாகும். விளங்கிடும் மெய் நின்ற ஞானப் பொருளை விளங்கிடுவார்கள் விளங்கினர் தானே. விளங்கிடும் மேல்வரும் மெய்ப்பொருள் சொல்லின் விளங்கிடும் மெல்லியல் ஆனதுவாகும். If I have to tell about this, the benefits of this Navakari chakra, what I can tell you, விளங்கிடும் மெல்லியல், the Devi is the chakra. This Devi resides in this chakra. If you want to realize her in your heart, chant this Navakari mantra, Navakari chakra. விளங்கிடும் மெய் நின்ற ஞானப் பொருளை. She is the மெய்ஞானம். She is the bestower of jnana, that Devi ஞான பொருளை விளங்கிடுவார்கள் விளங்கினர் தானே. Those who have விளங்கிடுவார்கள், those who have realized it, those who have worshipped, practiced and come this far, they have realized that when you chant these verses and worship this Devi, absorbed in her meditation on Devi, realize that she is the inner light of this chakra, and she is in this chakra. By doing this, you can realize her. You can realize her in your own heart. That is 1360. One more we will see, or shall we stop with this? Is it too heavy?
Sufficient.
Huh?
Sufficient.
Sufficient. Okay. It is too heavy, no, to talk about Devi, her glory. That is how. What we have to understand is these Bijaksharas, these chakras, how they have arranged it in such a way that it creates a corresponding energy within us. And when you again and again chant it, when you absorbed in it, these are all the benefits. So this separate identity and the suffering, the mind is always agitated, all these things will, then mind becomes quiet and there will be clarity and jnana. That's what Tirumular says. He has experienced, he has written his experience in this holy verse. We are so blessed to hear them. Thank you so much.